we doing? We doing well? I hope we're doing well. I hope you all are doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. We're just going to add this to the weekly Everdark Smackdown list and the Nightreign streams playlist. Sorry about the delay on this. I know, realistically, actually, nobody's really waiting for this, but like, listen, I was not in the mood to do the Everdark Smackdown on Thursday. Wasn't in the mood to do it Friday. Wanted some relaxing gameplay both those days, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna push the Everdark Smackdown to Saturday. And I'm glad I did. I feel much better now, and I am certainly ready to get this kicked off. So anyway, you know the drill. Let's just hop right into it. And see what we can't get done. No, I will not be playing Scholar. I know what the picture implies. I was just rolling relics. Let's make sure I didn't move him off of a normal setup. Strong is what the setup should be. Okay, that sounds right. Alright. Let's see who we got for this week. Ooh, okay. So, first things first, we got Everdark Tricephalos. Affinity damage it does is fire, mainly. It does some physical as well. It's weak to holy, so where typically a holy weapon would not be necessary for normal Tricephalos, I would petition that it's almost required for Everdark, or at least a weapon of such absurd power. Or at least a weapon of such absurd power that the holy... that it can outdamage a holy weapon against this. Basically, if you're going to use a weapon that isn't a holy weapon, it better outdamage what a holy weapon would do against Tricephalos, and you better know that it's going to. Next up, looks like we have Everdark Augur. Weak to lightning. Affinity, I think, is magic. It also does some sleep. I think it has some physical attacks as well. Most bosses do. But the thing with Augur is, yes, it's weak to lightning. That literally does not matter. You do not need to pick up a lightning weapon unless you just want to make the first phase, like, super easy. What you actually want to do is you'll want to try and hunt down skill attack power passives, or skill FP cost passives, or just reduce FP consumption, can appear on a weapon. FP on successive attacks, FP on taking damage. Stuff like that. You'll want to find stuff like that. You want Warrior Jar Shard, Carian Filigreed Crest. You want to have that kind of stuff, because that's going to increase your ability to use the Stormruler skill against the boss. And you'll want at least one decent weapon so you can get through the first phase. But other than that, I think you should be fine. It's probably by far the easiest of the Everdarks now. It was pretty hard at launch because the Stormruler skill was insanely slow. But they have updated it now, and it is much easier, I will say that. Speaking of hard, here are the Everdark Balancers, or Salvation Standard Bearers Balancers. Their affinity is predominantly physical. They might have some other kind of elemental damage or flat damage. I don't know what it does, actually. But they also do some blood loss in their Everdark form, which cannot be ignored. It's a very big issue. Now, for these things, you can use a sleep weapon against them. That is what's listed that's effective. But I rarely ever go for the sleep weapon. My strategy is to get a high damage weapon that can kill them as fast as possible. But if you're using a lower damage character, if you're using a character that's going to take multiple hits to kill them, such as like Duchess, Iron Eye, Executor, something like that, I would highly suggest finding a sleep weapon to use against these things, because if you can't be killing them in like 2 to 3 jump attacks, you're going to be wanting to put them to sleep so they stop for a second. But y'all know the drill. We're going to beat all 3 of these in one stream, and I just want to kick this off. So we're going to start with Everdark Tricephalos. Now, last couple streams, I was not very good about making this a guide. I was you know, because I had a viewer. If I do get a viewer and we start interacting, I may stop being a guide as well. And oh, and I think this goes without saying, I will be always trying to trigger the appropriate shifting earth that will make these things the easiest if it's necessary. For Gladius, it is not necessary, as we need holy locations, of which there is one on the entire map. Yep, one. So, we have a total of one holy location. That's fantastic. So we'll have to clear starting camp and go straight up to that, because there's no way the circle leaves that in the bounds of night when it starts closing in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with that holy cathedral up top. Can you please let me backstab him? Thank you. Backstab him. And I apologize for my more relaxed voice, but it's the morning. I woke up not even 30 minutes ago and said, you know what, I'm going to do the stream. I'm going to do the... Okay, didn't need to do that. Either of these are fantastic. What we got here? Taking damage, boost damage negation. I do like that, though. Wow. Not a lot of good passes in the starting camp, but because of this starting camp, because of its location, you have access to these clowns. That's good. Always good to have more stamina. And you may be wondering why I'm backstabbing these people. It's because I get paid. Here, I'll show you when I get around to this dude. Let's see here. Watch if I go over here to this dude. 600 runes every time I do a backstab. That adds up over time, especially at lower levels like this. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, rather than just whacking this dude to death, I'm going to kill him with 2 backstabs. So I can get 1,200 for free, so I can get 1,200 extra runes for killing this guy. It's all about maxing out your profit. See, as opposed to level, like, 2 off the starting camp, and maybe 3 off those enemies, I am 3 and a good ways to 4. But now we gotta head up to this holy cathedral. And hopefully get a pretty good holy weapon out of it. I always get paranoid when I go to a holy cathedral, because I typically play in Deep of Night. And in Deep of Night, I have literally only once, I think, ever, I think I actually posted the run. Literally only, okay, not once ever, like a fistful of times. Only a fistful of times have I ever seen the envoys not be red. And in case you all don't know, red Oracle envoys are not easy to beat. In fact, they are quite difficult to overcome. Yeah, that's a horrible dodge. Didn't even actually dodge there. Oh, whatever, just die, dude. And that's good, I guess. I'll keep it for now. I don't have a better holy weapon. I'm not in the mood to be picky. I'm not in a position to be picky. I'm in the mood to be picky always. Because, I mean, in all fairness, it's a fairly sucky holy weapon. Now what we're going to do just kind of whatever we can while we're waiting for the circle to start closing. So I want to take on this Red Wolf here. I really did think he would actually attack and wouldn't just stand there for like, oh my gosh. This is why I hate Red Wolf. He just doesn't do things that make sense. Ever. Like, why would I assume that he would stand there for like 10 seconds and do absolutely nothing? Why would I ever assume that he'd do that? Oh my gosh, dude. I hate Red Wolf. Stop. He's... Okay, see, this is really annoying. Because I know what he's trying to do. He's just trying to outlast me because he knows I have... He knows I have a fixed amount of time to beat him. And he knows that if he could just outlast that, I can't beat him. But, sadly for Red Wolf, he was the one who got the short end of the stick in the end. So, politely, stuck that. That's the thing. Bosses tend to do things that, like, they're more passive when the night circle starts closing. And I don't know why that is. Is that, like, coded in? Does anybody know that? Or is that just something that happens to me? Because why not? Yeah, I'll take it. I have nothing better at the moment. Alright, let's think. So let's go... Let's not fight that monstrosity. Excuse me. So now that I'm level 5, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit this church. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get all the churches. Or what? Okay. I am able to get all the churches. I'm not going to. And this actually is like a good example, because they're on opposite sides of the map. There is no convenient or quick or smart route that allows me to get all of those churches. So I'm going to get one of them. And leave the other. Skill attack power. That could be helpful. It's only 5,000. Skill attack power. Admittedly, though, I was kind of hoping he would have a Sacred Order weapon so I could kill the Deathray Bird on top. Shared Order. When the time comes, chat. When the time comes. So at this juncture, what we're going to do, we're going to fully commit to whatever's down here. Oh, yeah. That one-shot me? How did that kill me? Like, I get that it's a grab, and I get that it's a strong grab. That should not have killed me. I have seen the damage it does before. That should not have killed me. That's ridiculous, dude. What the heck? I hate Black Knife Assassin. I hate Golden Slam as a skill, too. I keep trying to land it. For how much stamina it takes, it sucks. By far, like, one of the worst offensive skills in the game. Dude, you know, you're just trying to wear off my rune boost. You know it. Managed to get around her. And that missed somehow? Okay. We're getting weird now, game. could stop that, though. I mean, I don't know how that was a backstab, but okay. I'm gonna have to take this. The Winged Scythe is okay, but it's not fantastic. I can do better than that. And this is certainly better than that. If for no other reason than for the fact that its skill is going to do an absurd amount of damage. I'll take that. Interesting. If I do this... we'll toss that for now. Cool. Moving on, it seems. So we're going to try to do Lake Boss. Oh, it's Walking Simulator. See, I wish I knew that. Should have checked. Yeah, that does absurd damage. I love it. Look at that. I mean, that's nonsensical damage. See, this is why I took this thing, because I knew the skill was insanely strong for what you got from me. Now, if this weren't Gladius, I would absolutely take that Devour Scepter, but because this is Gladius, I have to take the Black Blade. Gargoyle's Black Blade. As I would be an idiot to take anything except that. Alright. So we have our Holy Weapon for the run, unless I find something better. Got improved magic damage negation, so that'll help when I go up to fight that Death Right Bird on top of the fort. Now, let the record show, had I not found that weapon, what I would have instead done is just upgraded the Flambird, got into a Tunnel God with the Smithing Stone 2, and upgraded the Flambird real fast. This for Dark Souls 2. How did that just entirely miss it? Okay. You're dead. Okay. Just waiting for the circle to close, it seems. But okay, here's the strat I typically use for this guy, right? I sit back, and I wait. Sit back, and I wait. I roll kind of behind him, do a vertical hit from the back, then I just finish him off. Easy peasy. Good lord. What I'll probably do, I'll probably go get Inconvenient Church at the bottom left. Now that the night boss, or the joke thereof, is over. I'll go get Inconvenient Church over here. Then we'll go straight to Central Castle, finish off that Deathrite bird. And then I think what we're going to do... There was a magma worm up here we could also take out. But I don't really care one way or another. What we do after that, it's just anything that gives us runes, basically. Alright, without further ado, let's get to Inconvenient Church and knock that out real fast. Okay, actually, there's a cluster of great enemies up there. Yeah, so that's where we'll go after Deathrite Bird. And I do not think... I don't know, it wouldn't be inconvenient in this case, because, like, it's kind of up that direction, right? I don't know, I feel like I'd be good to do it. In all realness. I feel like I would be absolutely fine to get that church at the top, whatever direction that is. Top right. Yep, it's morning brain. I definitely don't play at my best when I'm A, on stream, and definitely not B, when I'm in the morning. I mean, I'm in the morning. What does that even mean? When I'm in the morning. I mean, I guess it's not wrong, but it's a very weird way to say when it's morning. Whatever. I would like my brain to turn on by the time I get up here to kill the Deathrite bird, though. Dude. Very helpful. Very much like that. So, you could still take the quick route up. Those of you who don't know. You gotta be much more careful, because the troll will probably, more likely than not, hit you on the way up. There's absolutely just no way that should have hit me, man. Like, I just do not believe that should have hit me. Just a second. Okay. Stupid spreading fire. Good grief! And is he dead? He is now. Yeah, that was, good thing I wasn't banking on the stuff up here being any good. Most of it was crap. But good grief! Did you see the damage on that skill? And if I needed an inseparable sword, I would have gotten it out of that troll right there. So now what we're actually going to do is we're going to do exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Which is get that last church at the top right. So we're going to start... Ooh, I love Blackblade Kindred. I can see him from here. That looks like Flying Dragon of the Hills. I don't mind that either. They're two very, very easy great enemies. Some people are going to, like, absolutely just demolish me for saying that Blackblade Kindred is easy. Something that's very much annoying me right now is how despite my connectivity being absolutely fine, stream is lagging like crazy. Hold up. Let me reload the... Reload analytics, see if that fixes it. It could have just been a problem with my browser. Possible. Yeah, it looks like that did it. You see, what I'm doing is I'm streaming off my PlayStation. So occasionally there are issues. Oh, you gotta be fisting me. But one of those bosses is dying, and it's going to be Blackblade Kindred. But of course, they would manage to put the circle in like the one place that would prevent me from doing either of those easily. But yeah, we're doing Blackblade Kindred. I don't care. This is not a good idea. Do not follow my example here. I'm going to just say that. I'm stubborn and I'm ticked off that they managed to put the circle, again, in the one place that prevents me from doing these bosses easily. That's the only reason I'm doing it. That because I'm probably going to need that where I'm going, just for the sake of getting actually decent runes. But anywhoosy what's it? Let's go kill Blackblade Kindred real fast. And I mean, it has to be real fast because, yeah, the circle wasn't nice this time, it seems. Oh, come on, dude! Hate you. Yeah, that's right. You try to make this take a long time. Fail. Take that. Yeah, it's a lot of L2 spam. I don't care. I mean, like, all those, I don't know, they were good weapons, but, like, not really, if you think about it. I mean, like, they were decent weapons, at best. Certainly not worth taking, if you ask me. Don't intend to kill your knights, good sir. Just passing through. Funny how oblivious he is when I'm not trying to kill him, and how horribly aggressive he is any other time. Lovely and misbegotten. I have a gift for you. It's called the Dancing Blade. Hope you like it. There goes a third of your health, my good sir. That really is insanely effective, and I don't know how. Ooh, I like that. But what to get rid of? I think first to go is definitely that. I mean, offhanding FP regen is going to be helpful. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Oh, cool. Couldn't space that. That was insanely lucky. I would not recommend doing that. Yeah, okay, I'm done with this sword. Lord, he's strong. I mean, good lord, he's strong. And he true combos me with some of his attacks, as you saw. That's insane. Why the heck is he... Okay, I'm not trying to heal. Didn't have to. Playing that. Why is this Omen so ridiculously powerful? I'm going to reach max level, but it's going to be close, I guess. Oh, no, it's not. I have 32k left over. Never mind. I lied. Plenty of runes to reach max level. So now we're going to head down to the only other field boss I know off the top of my head that's on the map, which is at the very bottom by that tree. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. Is that a graphic scion? Who asked you to get involved? I nearly killed him. Well, that was close. I mean, it's the only somewhat useful thing, and it's not even useful. Let's go do a red main night camp. Typically, I don't do these. Oh, actually, I lied. Let's go do these frost ruins. Typically, I don't do these either. But it's one of the closest things to the tree. It's the only one I feel relatively safe to do. So, ancient heroes too. I don't hate that actually. Excuse me. Good lord, I just one-shot him. Actual insanity. Celestine. Got a drill waiting for him. Oh, I mean, seriously, where is he? What the heck? Where's this guy? Excuse me. Oh, there you are. Of course. Why would you be in a place that makes sense? Put you in some random, arbitrary place. What are you doing? Stop trying to outlast me, man. Jerk. Come on. I guess improved voice is helpful. I got enough to level up, that's the main thing. Excuse me. And now that we are max level, what's the tree sound? Why wouldn't it be tree sound? Really, dude? Again? Stop. Okay. Okay. You done? We done? Yeah, that's what I thought. What a garbage enemy, man. I like how if you just walk around him for long enough, eventually you will end up behind him. You're done. Thanks for both attacking me at the same time. Thanks for both attacking me constantly at the same time! Gosh, dude. Okay, let's try this again. Really, dude? I mean, really? Yeah, I don't care. But all that 100% skill hit was worth it. Now let it be noted that jump only works for the like shockwave effect. You can't actually jump like towards him directly. You have to be a beat away from him, and only then, if you have the distancing completely like right, like if you know how to space this like flawlessly, only then can you actually jump towards him and get a jump attack off. So, in case you haven't noticed, I've been trying to take as many like affinity negations as I can, because Gladius's physical attacks aren't necessarily ever the problem for me. But if you struggle with his physical attacks more, I would recommend taking a bunch of physical defense. But 9 times out of 10, what I'm getting hit by is like the fire, so figured might as well compensate for that. So here's what we have. We have 1 Winding Grace. A better example would be me getting more than 1. I should have gotten 1 from the shop as a better example. But that's just whatever. We are where we are. We have what we have. We have 2 Starlight Shards. I do not intend to use the Regalia of Aocade ever, because it's just not good for Gladius. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not going to. I do not think it's going to outdamage the Gargoyle's Black Blade. Anyway, what we're going to want to do, it's pretty simple. Start the fight, we wait for the dogs to arrive. We do not attack while that red target is on us. That's a rule for normal Gladius as well. Okay, who's the dog that's actually on me? Case in point. Okay, dude, we could actually, okay, this thing is, it's not even just when the red target is on you. If 2 dogs are attacking you, like, at the same time at any point in time, you cannot go for hits. You will get hit, and you can't afford to trade in this fight. The solution to 2 dogs being on you at the same time is to try and separate like this. That was bad. Yep, and there goes my death dodge. That's why you don't do what I just did. This first phase is horribly annoying. Actually, what am I doing? Why don't I just... This phase really just sucks. I need to get it over with. Don't know why I didn't do that sooner. I mean, at least this phase is 1 target. Really, dude? There's nowhere to go! Tail that. Fine, jerks. What? Didn't even... Okay, dude. We're not doing this. Come on. What are we doing? Really, dude? Why are you doing all the horrible attacks? What the heck? Oh my gosh! I can't do anything! Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this fight, in case you can't tell, it's going horribly thanks to bad RNG. Can we get back on track now, please? That'd be great. Yeah, if you're that close, you're guaranteed hit by that. So, hope you're not playing Death 5. Alright, we actually did knock him down. So let's get that critical hit. Let's try and debuff him. Okay, didn't work. That's okay. Gotta heal up. Don't forget to dodge the second time with that fire wave. And for this phase, the important thing is to keep an eye on the dog in the back. Do whatever you need to do to avoid these guys. But you need to keep your eye on the dog in the back so you know when he does that fire wave. Alright, they formed back up. We're just gonna end this. There we go. One of the hardest ones, even if he doesn't do nonsense like that. So yeah, that's one of the hardest Everdarks by far, even if he doesn't pull some nonsense with the bad RNG like that. Like how that one line of fire just happened to appear at the wrong place. Like while I was dodging it, I couldn't even do anything to avoid that at that point. Because I didn't see it appear there until I had already tapped to dodge. And was there any reason to assume that it was going to be there? No. But yeah. So that was... Suffice to say, that was annoying. Anyway... Moving on to a hopefully less annoying encounter, let's just move on to Everdark Augur. Not to mention that run was just bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. But maybe we'll get luckier with this run. Alright, seems we're starting in a church, so that is going to make things nice and easy. We're already starting. This is actually really good. So what we're going to do... Clear starting church, hop up to this tree, take it down to the other two churches, and go from there. Now, locations don't really matter in an Everdark Augur run. Like, at all. Unless there's some correlation between location and what kind of passive you can find. Like, if you are more likely to find skill attack power passives in certain locations, by all means, go for it. Wait, did I hear a beetle? I did. You know, it wasn't crazy. Well, I am crazy, but that's besides the point. Wasn't crazy about this. That's horrible, but I have nothing better, so I'll take it. But, anyway. Excuse me. That's what we're gonna do. Hop up to this tree, we're gonna kill these 4 clowns right here. Passives on this bow rack, FP restoration landing attacks. For the run's sake, I'll take that. I have nothing better. Again, there's no reason, there's no equipment load, there's no reason to care about taking too much equipment. There's no downside to taking this. I mean, if I do end up power stancing, I'm going to appreciate that I took that. And for now, I'm going to appreciate that I have some FP regen just passively when I strike enemies on top of the Balancer Relic that's constantly regenerating this stuff. But now I'm going to go down here, grab these 2 churches, probably start with this Madness Camp. A Frenzied Flame Troll is not that hard to beat. It's actually a bit easier than a normal troll. Just because he doesn't have a sword. Alright, let's try and fly into this church. Give me that flask. Go ahead and kill these clowns as well. Let's kill these dudes right here. Since they're, well, literally right here. Backstab you. So he's just gonna drop madness berries. I don't know. Neither of those are fantastic. So I won't take that. And yeah, I know it would probably be more efficient to go and try and do that first thing, but I would get more for... Ooh, actually... sorry that the plan has changed like 17 times, but we're going to kill this Knight's Cavalry. Nothing better. Might as well take it. That's the thing. Unless it's just a passive that you know you're not going to use or you're not going to get much use out of, I see no reason to not take a passive. If you have a team, always take any passive you find, just so you can pass it off. What are you doing, dude? There's absolutely no way you reach that, man. What you get for being a coward. Running away on your horse. Oh, what the heck? Why was that so slow? I dodged when that typically happens. Why was that so insanely slow? I swear it wasn't that slow before, but whatever. No problem. That's a really good thing to find off of a Knight's Cavalry. Off of a measly Knight's Cavalry. That's a pretty fantastic pull. Ice Rind Hatchet's really cool. Pun very much intended. Let's take out... We'll see a Frenzied Flame Troll. Where was my stamina? What the heck, dude? I did 2 skills and 1 fully charged strong attack. Typically, that's enough to put these things on the ground like 3 times over. Okay, not 3 times over, but you get my point. It was enough to put him on the ground, and I don't know how it did. Well, that's good. That is quite good. Yes. Quite delectable, if you would. Got any skill attack power? He does have skill attack power. I will buy that. And it's a Sacred Order weapon. How wonderful. That's the thing. If I can find as much skill attack power as I would like to, this Everdark Augur fight is going to be a joke. And even if I can't, it'll probably be a joke anyway. It's not super hard. So I got a Sacred Order Grossmesser. It's a banished Knight Fort, that's good to know. Which means I won't get hit by a pot on the way up to the top boss. Ancient heroes, well, first things first, I need to get the rune push. Then I'll gladly fight that thing. I just want my rune boost. And what I'll actually do is I'll try and fill my ult gauge a bit. There we go. You jerk. Like a true PvP pro, he was sitting around there with his big AoE, waiting for me to come along. Okay. When does hyper armor for that move actually begin? There's a certain point at which I basically get like a ton of hyper armor on the charge attack, and I don't know when it actually starts. Like, is it when the weapon starts moving? I didn't think it was, but I think it might be, actually. Dude, what the heck? What is this dude's stance, by the way? Like, can we just address that? Like, how he's not stance broken? It only took 7 years to stance break him. Shocked it happened at all. You're dead. Another Regalia of... Okay. Or I could take Moonveil. I don't know, I like Regalia better a little bit. Not by much, but I like it a little bit better. Moonveil's faster, but Regalia overall, if I can land the full skill of Regalia, I will do more damage than Moonveil. I will take that. More runes from defeated enemies is always good. Always a good thing to take. Let's see who's on top of the fort, because if it is Death Rightbird, I have a Sacred Order. It might be Death Rightbird, actually. It is. I heard the sounds of a Death Rightbird, so I'm pretty sure it is. See? Literally, like, seconds the fight lasted. Seconds. That is why you always check the top if you have a Sacred Order weapon. Yeah, sorry, that's first to go. Like, that's good, but, like, it's not good enough. And now I'm level 10 on day 1. Which is insane, by the way. Not typical. Very, very much not the norm. Sir, you happen to be dead. The 2 swords? How you doing? Good night. Actually, you're not. You are a bad knight. And you are a bad soldier. I hate to break it to you. What's that? Ooh, that's cool. I'll take that over a type up when wielding 2 armaments. Not really going to be wielding 2 armaments at any given point in time, I don't believe. So, not all that worried about that. Wouldn't say I'm heartbroken over losing that. So the Tree Spear was nice. The skill attack power I have to keep because, you know, it'll help with the Augur fight. The rest of my passes really don't matter. I'll just use whatever's most effective against, like, field bosses and stuff, I guess. I have a bunch of frostbite for some reason. Fun fact, though. Varus actually can be frostbitten. I did not know that until... And what's even more baffling, mares can be frostbitten pretty easily by Hoarfrost Stomp. You know, the floating boss can be frostbitten by the move that goes across the ground. The floating boss. Just kind of baffling, really. Yeah, you'll always want to do that on critical hits, because then you get stuff like that happen. That was just too much fun. Max HP up. We'll take that. Always good, always helpful. We love to see it. Love to see it. Now we're level 11 on day... We're 12, sorry. Did I miscount? Yeah, we're level 12 on day 1, which is much better than last run. Considering I cleared the entirety of Central Castle. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to care anymore. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be looking around for passives. We're passive hunting now. What we're going to try and get is as many skill attack power, skill FP cost passives as we can. What's the boss? Gaping Dragon looks like. I remember when I was first playing this game, and I got so glad that this wasn't Royal Rat Authority. I don't know, Royal Rat Authority by itself isn't a bad boss necessarily. It's a basic boss, but it's like... When you put in the Petrify Rats, like, that's just too much. I would assume that the Dragon Scale Blade can also dispose of Gaping Dragon fairly easily. Maybe wrong in that regard, but we'll see. We're going to try and cut its tail, because I know it has goodies inside. There we go, what we got? That would be pretty good if I didn't have a good weapon already. It's alright. Let's tap L2 one more time and just end this fight. I think improved dodging can't hurt. And I get it, because I'm dodging better, so it can't hurt. Yeah, you get the joke. Now what we're going to do is, since I've literally cleared just about everything, we're going to wait until the great enemies appear. See if I can locate them. Honestly, try and go up and get this church. If it weren't convenient, had I not cleared Central Castle on day 1, I wouldn't be trying this, but... I'm 2 levels away from max, and day 2 has just begun. And there's a great enemy right up by it, so... That's where we're going. The rest of the great enemies are all scattered about the map, so... Probably not going to be able to kill more than like 2 of them tops, and I don't really think I'll do that even. I'll probably kill this great enemy up here, and allocate the rest of my day to points of interest. Trying to get passives. Because if I can get the bright passives, the damage I will be doing to Everdark Augur will be absurd. With proper passives. With the proper passives. Okay, let's start with the great enemy. How about it? That's what I thought I heard. Tree Sentinel. Don't care for that necessarily, but it's not that bad, I suppose. I just really don't like it. Yeah, see, I was too close to jump that, but I tried it anyway. That's good. No, really, that was good. Ooh. Gotta set a good example, though. Take a Winding Grace. And there were no skill attack power passes. Let's check and see, is there a chest back here? Sometimes there is. There is. Damage negation on landing charge attacks. Projectile drop-off reduced. Really boost max HP. None of that stuff's fantastic. And for what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I would take it under other circumstances, but like damage negation on charge attacks, I would take against basically any boss except this. And I might ditch it for like the boss I'm actually going to do next. Yeah, I would ditch it for that. Because plainly it won't be helpful there. I will very rarely ever actually land charge attacks. And you know what? I said I wasn't going to go hunting down the rest of these great enemies, but here I go. Ladies and gentlemen. Nice try. Oh. Except it wasn't. It's not a nice try. It's a very mean try, and I don't like you for it. Oh, DTS. Alright. Typically, I feel compelled to not fight DTS, but that's exactly why I'm going to fight it this time. Again, I feel like this should go without saying, don't jump into his club, please. Oh, I was out of FP to do the follow-up. Dang. And he died anyway. Melee attack power, that's good. Fairly certain that helps. I know that the Balancer Relic effect of improved melee attack power also applies to skills. I'm not sure necessarily about the passive you can find on weapons and stuff, but typically I don't fight Royal Revenant either. But I need to kill as many field bosses as possible, even if it's like, or point of interest bosses, either one. Oh, cool, I'm max level. Just kinda happened. So now what we're gonna do, we have a couple points of interest within the bounds of night still. So we're gonna keep plugging and chugging. We're gonna try get our hands on some skill attack power, skill FP costs, stuff like that. Yeah, let's start with this right over here. Beastmen of Farah Missoula. There's also, I feel like the ruins are going to be my best chances of getting the kind of attack power I need. Because the ruins also have these treasure runes. No skill attack power. No more skill attack power yet. Still have the one from earlier that I bought, but for obvious reasons, I would love more. Really? You're not that guy. Well, who told you were that guy? You're not that guy. Let's head down here. Check out down here. I think there is one more chamber, but I'm going to move on after checking down here. What we got? A bunch of nice lightning weapons and stuff, but unfortunately, that's not what I'm looking for this time. This time, I'm on the prowl for skill attack power. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check these ancient hero ruins over here. And by the way, these aren't always ancient hero ruins, but if you see jellyfish, it's ancient hero symbol. Yeah, just kill him. I don't care. Thanks for being weirdly passive. Why are you being like this? I swear that Wilder's ghost actually hit me for a second. Like here, we'll record that and see. Though I am curious to see if that actually is what happened there. Because I didn't see anything else hit me, necessarily. Here, we'll check down here. Lightning damage negation. Fire attack power. I got excited because I saw attack power. It's not skill attack power. Why would it be skill attack power? Literally. And I'm not exaggerating. This is the one effect I need. I don't even care about the, like, skill FP cost at this point. I need skill attack power. At this point, I'm fine with my skill FP cost, because I can recover at any time during the fight. But I need some skill attack power. So we're going to return to Central Castle and start killing Banished Knights that drop loot pools. Okay. Maybe he'll drop a Warrior Jar Shard for me. Or not. I've actually been in this section of the castle. I didn't know if there was anything interesting in there. Evidently there's not. Okay, thanks for... Okay. Whatever, dude. Just get back in the door, then. Jerk. Didn't jump. Press the jump. Just ignored it. Can't be out here doing stuff like this. I would have actually laughed so hard if I took damage from that. That would have actually been funny. At that point, I wouldn't have even been mad, because I saw where it was going. I just had a pretty good feeling that it would have been fine. And I was right. Thanks for sending me over there. Ooh, magic attack power. I think that applies, actually. I I swear the Storm Ruler skill does magic. I mean, it's blue. Surely to goodness it does magic. Actually, let's look this up while I'm running to the tree. Physical attack and magic attack. So yes, magic attack up will definitely be helpful. Glad that has been clarified. Obviously, best thing is skill attack power because that boosts both the physical and magic damage directly. But it's okay if we can't find that. I'd like to find it in this chamber down here. I'm kind of having my fingers crossed for it. Please. Just a little bit. Just not getting any. Dang it. Would have been quite helpful, but yeah, no. So, Stormlord does a split of physical and magic damage, so a Siluria's tree with magic damage is in fact going to help. Like it. Full-grown Falling Star Beast. Not a fan of that boss. Get over here. Saw what you did. What the dude? What the heck? Get over here. Jerk. Gosh. Thanks for not doing the skill. Thanks for dodging the skill every time I do actually do it. What an annoying fight. I hate full-grown Falling Star Beast. Ow. What? That hit before his head even moved, dude. Come on. Stop jipping me on this. I know how to fight this thing. Stop being ridiculous. Fine. Since this is evidently what you want me to do, you just want me to stance break him so I can start doing critical hits, I guess. Now stop trying to use the cool sword against him. How about that? That is not freaking possible. There's no way. Oh my gosh, dude. I hate Falling Star Beast. I hate it. Why does it have to move just enough every single time I tap L2 to dodge it? Stop. You've never done that move against me until Nightreign. Why have you started doing it all of a sudden? Like, non-stop. This is ridiculous, dude. The heck? That works. Works for me. Come on, man! Oh my gosh, dude. I hate this boss. There's no way you dodge this. I was about to say, there's absolutely no freaking way you dodge that. You have dodged every single L2 I've done this entire match. There's no way you dodge that. Now we have a second Wind and Grace. So despite some horrible annoyance with Falling Star Beast and being a jerk, we're good. The fight's over. It ended in our victory. I would count that as an absolute win. So now we're going to do the smart thing, buy this. We'll buy with this for chip damage, and I think we're good. This is absolutely not necessary. It's not what you'll want to do. You'll want to figure out which one of these things you want to go. Which one of these weapons do you want gone, basically? So I will be tossing magic damage negation. If I were you, I would probably toss the HP restoration on landing attacks. Just because, like, I don't know. I might do the same thing. It's not every day someone sees a Victor's Hall record with the Regalia of Aokid in it. So I might just toss HP restoration on landing attacks. I don't know why I tried to jump that. I tried to get in and do a jump attack before it got that off, yes. I'll do it. I'll toss this. This here, grab Storm Ruler. Start charging it up. I want to wait until it kind of like lands, quote unquote, and starts moving like that. Now our damage is really good. It's nothing like insane though. Like insane is where I'm taking like fifths of its health. I've had that happen before. Not quite. I didn't quite reach that kind of damage on stream, sadly, but now what you'll want to try to do. First off, you'll want to start swinging your sword to break these bubbles, so you don't take damage. And now you'll want to start trying to break these bubbles. These little, like, whatever you want to call them, things. Yeah, unfortunately, I was out of stamina and magic, so there was no getting away from all that. Really, dude? It didn't dodge. Basically, yeah, my main problem with this boss is this part, where you have to kill these things, but you also can't, really, if it's moving at all. Which, in case you don't know, this boss moves a good bit. I love how you were just aiming the total wrong direction, despite being locked on. get out of the way of that. Ow. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't hit these things. Yeah, in a team setting, it's much easier to take these things out. Solo, 9 times out of 10, you're better not to, but I'm trying to set an example about what happens when you do actually manage to break them. Case in point, knock Maris down. And now, as you will see, while Maris is knocked down, it takes very much increased damage to Storm Ruler, and that is going to be the fight. However, as you saw, 9 times out of 10, you're better off just doing the fully charged skill on the boss over and over again. You will kill it faster. Yes, you'll have to deal with the little bubbles, but you don't... Like, it's just gonna make the fight go faster if you don't try to pop all the bubbles like I did. And a lot less frustrating, too. Alright. But now we have one more boss, and for this boss, I will... Oh, it's already on. Never mind. We're good. We're going to go into the Everdark Balancers fight on Great Hollow, as that is typically the best thing to do for Everdark Balancers. As the Great Hollow loot pools are insanely good. So we're going to take a look, see where the churches are. So there's one right up and to the right. First things first, we are going to clear... First things first, we're going to clear the starting camp. Head left. Come and get some. Come on. I'm watching you two. I know what you're trying to do. Hate the bat enemies. I hate the bats. From Software cannot design flying enemies. So what you'll want to do is, after killing the first Cell Sword, what you'll want to do is you'll want to run over and level up real fast, just to make the killing of the next two much faster. This is a good idea inside or outside of Deep Night. If you're like right next to the side of race when you kill the second one, go ahead and get to level 3. Why not? Treat yourself. Shocked I got that critical hit off. Starting up damage negation. I don't really do armors. I like this better myself. Nothing great out of this starting camp, really, but what we're going to do is we're going to go over here real fast. Yep, there's a crystal up top. As there usually is. Stop it. No. Recharge grapple, because you didn't grapple to the... Come on. The goal is just to land up here to make it easy to get up to the crystal. Nothing else necessarily matters in this situation. You're just a dead person. You had a lot of stuff. A lot of very random stuff. Probably just picked it up from the blood camp. Blood ruins, whatever you want to call it. Wow, this all sucks. I'll take that, though. It's okay. The rest of that sucked. that entire chest was, almost the entire chest was full of blood grease and nothing but blood grease. I can suddenly see why that's all the scholar had, because that's all he was getting out of that. Alright, let's go. Now we're going to go get this church. There's also an opportunity for a crystal to be up by this church, so we're going to check there. See, in solo, you only have to break 3 crystals to open the giant one in the middle of the map and get the power of the Great Hollow. In any teams match, you have to break 4. So right now, we're 2/3 of the way there already. 1 more crystal. Now, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go up here and check in the starting camp, see if there is a crystal up here, but... Ooh, we have a Holy Cathedral down there, which means that there's a Death Bird in this field. Death Bird is super easy compared to Death Right Bird, so... Like, it's kind of hard to believe they have the same moveset skeleton. Deathbird is just so much easier. Gonna go ahead and get to level 4. That's more than enough to kill a Deathbird. Heck, I can kill this stupid thing at level 2. It's not that hard. It's basically just Death Right Bird, but it does less damage, and some moves just straight up don't do damage, where with Death Right Bird they do. Like, for instance, where it, like, slams its hand into the ground, that doesn't do damage if it's the Death Bird. But it does if it's the Death Right Bird. I'm not quite sure I understand that. You get a lot more moves out of you this way. Let's perform a critical hit. Set the head on the way up. What you got for him? Really? And I don't have anything better. I'll take a Great Bow. Great Bow Wilder isn't that bad. In all seriousness, though, the looks I get in matches where I like whip out a Great Bow, hilarious, absolutely priceless. It's like they look at me like I have no clue what I'm doing. But in reality, stuff like Lion Great Bow or just any Great Bow with Wilder is actually really effective because they're strength scaling bows. It's like, so you're looking at me for using a long range strength weapon. It's like, so you think I'm crazy for that? Like, that? No, that's just a smart play. Now, sometimes I will admit I deserve the looks, especially if it's against something like Gladius. But I have beaten Gaping Jaw, stuff like that. Like, some of the easier Night Lords I have defeated using exclusively Great Bow shots. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Leonin. Well, I watched, for instance. I mean, look at how easy this is. That was really easy. That's what I like about it. It's just... You can just keep jumping backwards, tapping L2, or whatever button I was hitting. R2. Which I guess I don't have to hit R2 to shoot. I could hit R1 as well. But do a jumping strong attack just in case it, for some reason, does more damage than a jumping light. I feel like Great Bows don't have unique strong attacks except for the Lion Great Bow, but... You never know. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get the power of the Great Hollow. Use the Spirit Stream to jump. And do something. I don't know what we're going to do, though. I'll go to this church first. Yeah. Go to this church. Use the power of the spirit stream to jump and go to this church. Then we're gonna head south. Go to what I call the crystal nest right here. Check out the boss that is always there. And I don't mean that there is a set boss that's always going to be there. I mean that there's just always a boss there. There's always a boss that's like kind of below the crystal nest as well. Oh, but it looks like good old walking simulator has taken up roost in that nest. Shall we evict him? I think we shall. He missed his rent payment. He knew what he was doing. Sent me a letter saying, I'm not paying you dang rent. It was totally uncalled for a walking simulator. Totally uncalled for. Oh no, don't stand in place. Oh no, don't stand in place. That's the thing about good old walking simulator. Being a walking simulator, he's not the best at walking himself. Sometimes he just kind of stands in place, and sometimes all over the place. But yeah, walking simulator, pretty easy. There's a reason I call him walking simulator. I mean, it is very rare that I ever, like, choose to not take him on, unless there's just like, whoa, that's a good weapon. That's a good weapon. That I can now use. Better yet. Oh, speaking of bosses that can't move. Excuse me? How did my lock break? Might as well. It's right here. Little did I know. Actually, no, I knew this boss was gonna be super easy. I'm lying. Take more physical attack power. It's always a good thing to take. Unless you're using Coded Sword or something like that. Then it's a bad thing to take. Made a horrible call. Actually, hold up. Let's take a different route up. Do you have, like, anything, like, crazy good? Wow, actually, all of your passives kind of suck. I'll take the Wind and Grace, though. I mean, seriously, those were horrible passives. That's pretty and arguably the worst merchant stock I've ever seen in my life. Out here, that's pretty good. Alright, I'll give my flask back. Yeah, so now you don't have to be judicious about when you use your ult, because at any given point, in the open world anyway, in boss fights you do have to be very judicious still. But in the open world, you can just drink all of your flasks and then rest at a side of grace to literally, completely for free, refill your ult. Looking for passes. Not finding any good ones. Hey guys, you got anything? Anything cool? Incantations, critical hits, hey! That's a good passive. Ooh, what we got here? Hello? Player. That would be a Starlight Shards player. In case I end up spamming skills, I will be very thankful I took those. Okay, we aren't going to need to worry about the blood tier. I was a bit worried about that. Dang, dude. Did I do the same damage to both? It looked like I did. Oh my gosh! Hey guys, did I do the same damage to both of them? Maybe initially I did more damage to them from below. That's how you do it. Okay, that was stupid. So was that, but it was fun. Hey guy, what are you doing? Oh, that's very nice. We'll take this again. Turned against me in the Gladius fight. I actually gave Gladius an attack boost. Now here's what we're going to do. We go here, kill this field boss. We're going to kill the Omen Killer in the castle basement over here. Setting a good example, I should get this church up here. So I go back and forth. I'll do it. What the heck. Supposed to be setting an example of what you should do when you're fighting, you know, Everdark balancers. So if I were trying to make sure my odds of winning were as high as humanly possible, what would I do? I would... Absolutely, you're dead, aren't you? Yep. Get over here. I'm not done with you. Make sure my ult is filled for the next location I go to. Ooh. I'll take that, though. That's a very strong weapon. It's not necessarily the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Case in point. You are a coward. Welcome to the ground. Now, for the sake of setting a good example or something, we'll go get this church. Ordinarily, in the interest of doing more of the towers, I would skip it. Now what I'm going to do, actually, is instead of checking out both towers with the time I have, I'm going to actually complete the Gladius raid. Which, again, ordinarily I wouldn't do in the interest of doing more of the towers, but I'd rather not have constant HP drain while I'm doing the towers. And the only reason I'm even willing to attempt this is because I have two really strong holy weapons. Two very, very strong holy weapons. So we'll get to level 10, we'll kill this dog. Then I suppose we'll go to the southern one, and then we'll hit this one on the right. Or no, actually, that's not smart. Oh, I forgot that there was a dog here. Get my ult back for the next dog. That's the neat thing about the Gladius raid on Great Hollow. It's actually quite easy. You can keep refilling your ult and keep doing it against the dogs, so... You can constantly just basically one-shot the dogs if you have the proper kind of equipment, proper passes. Because the dogs altogether aren't that strong, so here's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to hop down here, we're going to kill this dog, then we're going to use the Crystal Spirit Stream to jump over to the last one. I believe the dog order I picked was pretty good. And you little dog just stop me. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump up to this side of Grace real quick. Refill my flasks for the last dog. Now we're going to head over to the, whatchamacallit, the crystal. We're going to Spirit Stream jump over to the last dog, and then we'll go to one of the towers, whichever one of the towers, because by that point, I can promise you the night will be... But we have my ult charged. Yeah, okay. That works for me. Bunch of jerks. Kind of hit me on the way out, will you? That's it. Gladius raid is over. Now, constant HP loss curse is gone. Now, I could totally just not do a tower and I would make it out fine, because I could kill these great enemies over here. But the best way to get runes in Great Hollow is the tower. And so, that is what we will do. The tower. Oh, that 100% will get me high enough to get up there. Okay. Didn't realize that. Let's try that again. Never done that before, but I guess that is the Spirit Stream to take up to the tower. Now I'm level 12, so I will be super effective in this tower. Please be holy. At least it's not a horrible effect. It's just not the right one. Good lord. Glory. Yeah, it's good. Well, that was just about the fastest battlefield commander fight in a tower ever. Melee attack power. We'll take melee attack power. Yeah, we'll take melee attack power. That's good. What we got? Spell FP cost critical hits. Melee attack power. We have a total of 30% melee attack power, and I love that. I think the Beastclaw Great Hammer, if I don't find anything better in this tower, the Beastclaw Great Hammer will be what I end up using against the Everdark Balancers. What we got? What we got? Hey, big fella. How we doing? You doing good today? I hope you are. I'm about to significantly worsen your experience. To do the critical hit. Actually, I just got to swing again, but that's cool. It's not bad. Oh my. So, you know when I said that thing about not finding a better weapon? Yeah, I found a better weapon. Here, let's... Probably, it's one of the best weapons in the game by far. I mean, it does absurd damage, always. And the jump attacks, some of the best like stance-breaking attack in the game, and it's insanely fast for how much stance damage it does. So yeah, we're just gonna go up here and kill whatever this is, because realistically it can't survive this. Politely, sir, eat this. Critical hit on you, get a head start. Let's grapple you to death. You are dead, my friend. That was insanely fast. That's pretty good. We'll take this though. As much as I would like to have like some cool other legendary weapon, the passives aren't good enough for me to ditch any of my current passives. Ah, well, didn't think about that. Never mind. There, I could have totally ditched that passive and not been heartbroken at all. Yeah, no, I don't know what I was thinking. My B chat. But now we've cleared the tower, and we now have the false vision of a great room. Ooh, was faster charging for ultimate art always a perk of that? Or am I crazy? Might be a bit of both. I think there's a spirit stream back here, if I recall correctly. I swear there is. So, basically, I want to get inside this fort and kill this golden hippo. Or get hit by the golden hippo and... Oh my gosh, dude, what the heck? Let's just kill him, not show him any mercy at all. Yep, no phase 2. I mean, he never really entered it, but okay. Ditch that, we'll offhand this, so my attacks will randomly just summon wraiths. Since I'm not using a lot of skills, I'm going to set a better example here. I already bought the Winding Race. Never mind. Give me those Starlight Shards back. Yeah, we'll skip that, dude. We're already max level. Let's not get greedy. See, now what we've done, typically you wouldn't get a Site of Grace on the way to the end very easily, but now that we've killed Field Boss over here, we have a Site of Grace that's fairly easy to access on the way to the end point. Oh, stragglers. They're now dead. There are no more stragglers. Backstab you. Backstab you. Hate you. Improved attack power with 2 hands. That's good, yeah. Take that over improved rolling attacks, actually. Not really going to be doing a lot of rolling attacks, I don't figure. So, might as well take 18% improved attack power with 2-handing. My damage is absolutely ridiculous. 964, 848. I mean, this is crazy. Like, these are crazy damage numbers. And with Dragon King's Cragblade, you will... Okay, first off, if you get it, use it. It's fantastic. Even on characters that aren't necessarily, like, super effective with it. Cannot recommend this weapon enough. But you should pretty much exclusively be doing the jumping strong attack, if you are using it. I mean, it's a good weapon otherwise. It's best when you do the jumping strong attacks, though. Good lord, that one-shot me! It took my death dodge. How did that one-shot me, dude? Oh no, that hit me a little bit. And then we'll get the critical hit. And that's... well, that was a fight, I guess. To increase max stamina, so I'm not left out of stamina from all the jump attacks I'm doing. And if you do get a Dragon King's Cragblade, hold on to any jump attack passives you can get. But now we're going to set a good example. Buy another Winding Grace. Realistically, I'm not going to do any skills. I don't know. If in the event that I do, I'm going to be thankful I held on to the Starlight Shard, but the only skill I would even consider doing is the Flame Dance on the Giant's Red Braid. And I really don't care to do that, honestly. But yeah, Phase 1, you fight it just like normal, so we're not going to dilly-dally in Phase 1. You wait for them to come to you, you don't ever approach them. Oh my gosh. Because of stuff like that. Yeah, so in case you didn't notice, I one-shot them with this thing. Probably due to my 18% attack power and 2-handing, 30% improved melee attack power, and the fact that this is the Dragon King's Cragblade. to the right on this thrust attack they do. Roll to the right on most of their attacks, actually. That's what you'll want to do. Ready to dodge for the last one, because that will reach you sometimes. You gotta be real careful about that. Basically, you gotta learn the little one's combos, and you'll never want to go into the center of them. I've seen players and teams try to go into the center. It's a horrible idea. Because if you try to go into the center, what happens is they all just get to cluster around you. They will go at you one at a time, generally, if you stay away from the group, but if you get in on that group, you're going to have a big problem. Now, for this one, you're going to want to run to the right. You can kind of see like the lines in the sky. Run to the right, run back left for a second, then run back right. Then here, you're going to want to hope you get lucky with... Oh, well, here, run to the side if it goes straight like that. Jump over these waves, run away from it if you're this close, then jump when it hits the ground. Maybe get a hit in here, but if you miss, you have to back out immediately. Walk back on. Ooh, watch out for the blood flowers. Ah, I jumped too early. That was bad. Don't want to try and have your ult charge when this happens, so you can stance break it, knock it out of this big move. Otherwise, if you don't have your ult charge, after it charges twice, you'll want to run away as fast as possible. Get as far away from it as you can. Dang it, I had to roll right. If you roll left, you get hit. It's really annoying. Alright, this one's dead. We're going to top off just in case. I just don't trust it. Roll to the right again. Alright. Should be going into worm phase again here pretty soon. There we go. Almost jumped way too early. The only reason I got away with that is because I started moving towards the boss. What you want to do, you can kind of see like where the sky divides into segments. You'll want to go into the segments that are not firing spears. There, I went the wrong direction. It's insanely hard to tell where you need to go for that attack. But if she dodges like in that weird snaky pattern if she like charges in that weird snaky pattern the first time, she will charge in that straight pattern and do the 2 golden waves the next time. That's a good indicator. And if I didn't have Dragon King's Cragblade, I would not be attacking her at all here. The only reason I did is, again, because I had the Dragon King's Cragblade. One of the best stance-breaking weapons in the game. For fun, I do want to do the skill on this just once. Oh, I did it. Just for fun. Let's play that. Who's next? You? Try and make it go into the big worm phase, because it actually does have a unique animation for if it dies in the big worm phase, and most people don't ever get to see that. So I thought I would show it to you this stream. Just for fun, you know? So yeah, today you're going to get to see the unique animation for if it dies in its worm phase. Turn to the side. The right. Go left now. Ah. Dodge too early. Wait for it to charge straight. Jump. Jump. Jump in. There you go. There you go. That's the Everdark Smackdown for the week. Again, I typically wouldn't do this on a Saturday, because I just typically don't stream on weekends at all, but A, this needed to happen, because it's a weekly thing, and B, well, I wanted to make up for the lame excuse for a stream that I did yesterday afternoon, but, you know, things came up, things happen, it just happens, you know? So anyway, we're going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. It's been a blast. That was some good stuff. I hope this has helped you to kind of develop a strategy of your own. Take bits and pieces of what I did, just apply it to yourself. Or maybe if you just don't like what I did at all, don't do any of it. It's up to you. I just hope that this served as a helpful guide. I just wanted to show you how I would do it, so, you know, kind of help you out. And I guess I'll catch you all in the next stream.
Bye-bye.